Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to this part three in the series of the SAS Jeeps, beg your pardon, and the Pink Panther. Now, this episode, I'm trying to do a desert base. Wish me luck. So, without any further ado, let's jump down to the desk. Hey guys, we're at the desk. So, what I'm going to try and do is do a base for the SAA Jeeps. Don't crash everything. So I'm just going to use this wee cheap um picture frame. Gosh, I can't remember where I got it from. And it was like £2 or something. Now it's a bit deep, but hopefully I can get around that. So I'm just gonna take it apart now. Um, so that pops out. That's the glass. Keep that for something. So that's the base. This bit here doesn't come out, so not sure. I have to take out this bit here. A screwdriver. Let's see if I can. That's not budging. I'm gonna have to get a smaller screwdriver. What the plan is to do then would be to pop this back in again and then close it up. I've done a bit of rough measurements already, so close that up again. So that'll be our base. Well, what I want to do first is I'll paint that black, that frame black, and then I'm gonna put in, the phone you'd get in some packaging. I'm gonna put that in, and then I'm using some other foam. Hopefully you can see that. So that's about, I think it's about 4 or 5 mil thick, and I'll put that on from a base, and as you can see, that's quite
So
nice
guys,
there.
back at the desk now, and
And
I'm gonna
then
add
we
some
can
paint
start
to the
putting on
frame of this for my
texture
wee
for our
diorama.
background.
Now,
This is just going
in
to be like a
retrospect,
wee
I should have
desert scene,
primed this, but because
and
I'm an
hopefully
umpty,
I
I
can
forgot.
get the three
I'm
vehicles
just
on,
putting
and we should be about
Tamiya
looking at it.
XF1 straight onto this.
So there you are, guys. Let me crack on.
Just
I'll see you
starting
in a
off
bit.
by doing those wee edges, nice and light. And as it turns out, as I get further down this here, the coverage isn't great, and that's probably because I hadn't primed it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what the sort of process I was going through anyway. So doing these underside edges with the paint, keeping the airbrush going through, and I think I've run out of paint here. And then I need to fill up the cup. I need to fill up the cup a couple of times actually. So the mix was like a 50-50 ratio. So you can see the thinner there in the top right hand corner. Just roughly measured it out 50-50, and then just spread that. So yeah, happy enough the way it turned out. And so what I'll do, which you'll see later, is what I'll do is I'll tape up the edges that I'm going to be working with the filler to make my sort of terrain, if you like. So I protect these edges, and then that'll work quite well, hopefully. So here we are, going for another fill on the black. I should have primed this first, but hey ho, you learn. Every day's a school day. But anyway, so we'll keep on with this here, and there you go. It's going down. As you see, it's quite the wood. It needs a couple of passes with the airbrush just to take away the grain coming through, if you like, that paint colour coming through. But oh no, happy enough with the way it turned out. And yeah, I'll stop waffling now, and I'll let you guys just watch what I'm doing.
Hi guys. I've put down the base of my diorama or my scene, if you like, uh, onto the or into my picture frame. As I said, it was quite deep, so there's a bit of packing underneath this, um, and then glued that down with this stuff. Just standard PVA wood glue. Seems to have done the trick. And then what I'll do is, well, this is what I'm going to use as my terrain, if you like. So I just set that on top of that, set that on top of that, just to give it a bit of weight, and let it sit for an hour or so. And then got tape up the sides to protect the black, which I should have primed before, but anyway, maybe need another coat. So yeah, so I'm gonna just let that sit for another hour or so, and then I'll put on some of that filler. So I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Okay, so I'm gonna try and spread some of this filler. I'm sure there's other products out on the market there to use, but sort of using this, and I've got a variety of tools. These sort of sculpting tools, pretty cheap, a couple of quid. They're not very quality, but they'll do. So I'm just gonna spread it spread it over the base. Let's just get a big dollop of it and spread it over. Don't want to make it I don't want to make it too thick. Um, but I think this is the way forward. So just cover the whole of that white plastic base. I'm just thinking what I should have done was maybe sort of penciled in where I'm going to put everything on the base. Empty. Anyway, we'll crack on here. Anyway, as I say, just spreading it over, just so it'll cover everything, and then we could start maybe sculpting to give a bit of contour to our base. You don't want it completely flat, right? You want some features in it. Um, this is I have to confess, this is the first time I'm doing anything like this. I don't even think I've done anything like this at school, uh, long ago. But anyway, we'll crack on. Anyway, so just spreading it over, nice thin, nice thin base. That's nearly there, getting there. Yeah, happy enough with that at the minute. So maybe one more scoop out of the main body, and we don't want it to be perfect, right? Because this is going to be out in the wilderness in the desert. So it's there's no straight lines in nature, right? Um, so as you can see, I'm just trying to cover the whole bit in the corner there. Actually, there's a bit of a dip there, actually, but I might use it to our advantage. So I think you get the idea anyway, right? Um, use this one as well. There you go. That's okay, isn't it? That's grand. Okay. So as I said, I should have planned where we're going to put things, but you know, thing would be, that maybe the Pink Panther there and the two or Land Rovers or the two Jeeps here, or mix it up. But we're not stuck with a certain plan. Um, so what I was going to do now was I'm not too sure how long you need to make this keep this to dry. I'm assuming like 24 hours. So what I want to do now is I want to just get another big lump and I want to just plop it in the middle and just sort of make a bit of I don't know, a rock or a bump out of it. Just a bit of form. As I say, I'm no artist. I don't claim to be an artist, but Anyway, we'll see how that turns out. And then maybe put another one here. I mean, if you guys got any tips there, got a bit, I'd love to hear them, how you do this. But this is just me. It's a bit of an experiment as well because, as I said, I've never done anything like this before. And yeah, do you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. Now, hopefully that'll dry like that. In other words, it won't sag. Um, but yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good enough. So it is. Now, what I think I might do is I might, if I get another one, I might just put, I might just do a track here like that. And another one like that. It's probably too wider, much wider than the vehicles. Oh, that's not too bad. So, so there you are, guys. That's that's my effort. Now, as I said, I'm gonna let that dry, and and then I'm gonna frame it all up, and we'll take it from there. So, I'll keep you updated. Cheers, guys. Welcome back to the desk, and so as you see, I've the plaster hardened or the filler hardened, um, and I put some primer on, just that black Vallejo surface primer. Um, and that's turned out okay. Obviously the traction on, and maybe I should have maybe done it with a wheel or something. That might have give a better effect. Anyway, it is what it is. So what the plan is now is I've got a variety of different desert colors here. Hopefully you can see all them. So sort of going from dark uh, and another darkish and then down to light. So plan is not that one. Let's see, what was it? 59, wasn't it? Right, so first I'm going to spray this 59 XF 59, the desert yellow, because I think that's one of the darker ones. I've got that XF 52, the flat earth, but I don't know whether to use that or not. Um, so yeah. So without further ado, I've got it in the brush. I've done a wee test. So this is the darker version. So what I'm trying to do is use the dark to light, and we'll start off with this first. So I'm just spraying a nice light color. Now we want this in the shadows basically. So as you see, came down nicely. Not too hard, not flooding it. Nice. Oh, you try. Use the different thinners here now. We've used this rocket thinner. Should have a stench of that, but I've got the window open here. I should be wearing a mask, but my health and safety officer was missing this morning. So I think you see what I'm trying to do here. I don't want to flood it too much. I want some of that black to come through. Refill. I think we've got enough to finish this off. And the mixture is just 50-50, basically. Um, yeah, might need to mix some more of that. Bear with me. Right, so we've got another refill. So yeah, happy the way that's coming down. Oh, these edges. Indeed. Very nice. There you are, guys. That's the first quote down. So, look, this is a bit of trial and error for me, So, uh, so that's at 50, that's at XF 59, right? So that's a desert yellow. And then I'll probably go with this one next, which is dark yellow, XF 60. And I'll just see what I come up with. And then, what the plan is, maybe put these in this, all these big grey rocks by, AK. Put a few of these guys, sprinkle them down, and paint them as well. And then I've got this fine sort of gravel stuff, so I can sprint that about. I got that old team kind of bag or something. Can't remember, to be honest. So, on that. But anyway, I'll let that dry for 20 minutes, half an hour type of thing, and then put on an oracle. Cheers. Okay, guys. So, back back at the desk here, and the our original um dark yellow, if you like. So, gosh, which one was it now? Uh, so I got mixed up here. Ah, so it was the 59. I think we put on the 59 first. I think so. I hope so. Maybe mixed that all up. Um, and now we're gonna put on this dark yellow XF60. As you see, that's quite dark. Which I quite like because we've got some shadow around these wee sort of rocks, if you call, and then in the tracks as well. So just popped on the compressor there, and then go with this XF60 dark yellow and see how this comes. So I'll just spray 'em nice and light. I won't do those rocks because I want a bit of shadow in them. Yeah, I'll push one of some paint. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so back on the job now with some just avoiding those darker bits. Yeah, so that's quite nice now. That's coming along nicely. I mean, if I get too late, what I was thinking was maybe to my sector 52 flat earth if I need to, but um, I'll let that dry now and then maybe put on like a later coat. Maybe do this XL 57 then, but to give it some, just to give it some variance. Anyway, thanks, guys. Hey, guys. Um, yeah. So, um, I put on that. I think it was the 60, wasn't it? Dark yellow. So what I want to do then, I'm going to lighten it down a bit. I think it's too dark, so I'm going to use this buff XF57. But before I do that, I've um I've mixed up some of this PVA adhesive washable glue. Put some water in it and give it a wee bit of a mix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strategically glue um some of these rocks. I think I showed you them earlier. So a couple of these rocks. Hopefully you can see them. They're perfect, I think. So in different areas. And then also what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this very thin gravel and just pinch that over as well. And then once that dries up, then I'll spray it with this, and then maybe do a bit of hand painting to get a bit of color variation. So I'm just gonna spread the glue about just like that, and then hopefully this will work for me. Get some stones. I just randomly, not too bad. And to just see him fucking open his bloody bag. Oh man. Ah, gosh. Oh, yeah, but thank you. We're gonna get some of this sort of bang gravel and then just sprinkle that like that. And once I paint that, I think that'll have a nice effect. So, do a wee bit more. I'll be able to line up the edge of my wee track. I think this is a way to do it. But I mean, guys, this is just my thinking of how to do it. I mean, if anybody has other suggestions, I'd love to hear them. Um, let me put it right here. So, trying to make it very random. Um, I this is so yeah, quite like that. So what that'll do then is it'll let that dry, and that should dry clear, so you don't see the actual glue. Um, uh, so let that dry, and then shake off the excess. And then, as I said, I'll use this XF57 because I think it's a bit dark, and then just patchy, go patchy around it if you like. Just give it a patch, so lighten it down a bit. I think it's too dark, as I say. And then what I can do, I can maybe do some of the stones in a darker shades, uh, just to bring up the scene. Anyway, there you are, guys. See you in a bit. Cheers. Hi guys, so back at the desk now. So I put on that bit of rubble and sort of loose stand type of things, but I think it's a bit too dark. So what I've done, I've mixed up some exit 57 this bump. Yeah, so a 50-50 mix, and I'm just gonna blow it lightly, try and catch some of those stones as well, just to tone it down a bit. I think it's just a bit too dark. I mean, any of you guys out there got any sort of tips? That'd be good. I'll run out of paint again. We get an RV job. But I think you see what I'm trying to achieve here. Just trying to lighten that up a bit. I think it's just a bit dark, I think. So talk amongst yourselves there while I put we'll drop more milk. Milk. We'll drop more paint in the airbrush. Bear with me. Live on camera on the here we go. So I want to try and get this sort of variance with the rock. So if you could see that, yeah, I think that's getting there. Right. There you are, guys. What do you think? Um, that's quite nice. I might do another coat of the buff just because it's not as dark as it was, but I think another coat. Anyway, let me get on that. Cheers. Hey guys. So Um, Basically finishing off the wee base for the SAS Jeeps. Um, I I put on that buff. Let me see which one was it. 57, wasn't it? XF 57. Let me see. Yeah, but I spread that buff over to lighten it down a wee bit. I think it's okay. Love to hear your thoughts on it. And then what I'm finishing off, I've got these tufts, these dried tufts from AK. Um, Basically, there's they're sticky back. You just peel them off and pop them down. I think some guys maybe glue them on, but oops, there's two. Only want the one. I'm just putting them down like that type of thing. Just to give it a bit of texture, maybe. Now what I want to do, so I think I'm nearly done. I don't know what more I can do to the base. Happy enough with it. Um, I mean, if you guys have anything more I could do, I'd love to hear it. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to give it a light spray. I've done this before with this AK light dust deposit. You see there, it's a liquid. So I'm going to spray that in the brush and just give it a light dusting over, and maybe that'll brighten it up a bit. Well, I've got two here. I've got the light dust one, and then I've got I think that says sand yellow deposit as well. I might I might mix it up and do that. Yeah, well, we'll see. Excuse me. Anyway, so there you are, just to give you a bit of an update. So, and then obviously once we're ready, oh, we fell off that one. You know, we can put the jeeps on and see where we're at. I must fix those wheels. Anyway, there you are, guys. So um, that's the end of the base. I hope you enjoyed the video, and look out for part 4, which will be the final reveal. Until then, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.